Brothers, Pokimane is just so sad. What I have to show you today is the ultimate cope. And this is what women like Pokimane do. They play these games with tradition and, marriage and kids, and they play these goofy games and they treat it like a joke. And we're going to see this where Pokimane puts a video out online and she goes, "Guys, I got an engagement ring. I bought it for myself." Oh my God. This is something that has to be seen to be believed. This is pathetic. This is so unbelievably pathetic. I have to show it to you. I cannot pass this by, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of my guilty pleasures. The fact that Pokimane is everything that I argue against. One of these vacuous, vapid bimbos that will go out and say, "Eat the rich, guys. We hate the rich." And meanwhile, the guy with her's like, "Wait, aren't you rich?" Yes. No, I mean the billionaires. Oh, man. This stupid virtue signaling whore doesn't realize the chaos that she's courting, all in favor of her suicidal, radical empathy and desire to be perceived in a positive light, despite doing nothing to earn it. But anyway, all of you were saying, "Girl, just go get one for yourself." So that's what I did. The person that you are engaged to the most in your entire life is your damn self. So why shouldn't I get this ring? Pokimane bought herself an engagement ring. And I understand from her perspective, she thinks this is a dunk on people like me. But this is one of the most embarrassing and humiliating things that I've seen in quite some time. The reality is that, and let me just break it down. No one in Pokimane's life is going to be as honest as I am. Isn't that ironic? Somebody that she would deem as a hater is going to demonstrate more love to her than anyone in her chat and anyone in her life. Because the truth, while it is difficult, the truth is love. The truth is giving you the important information to make an informed decision that is best for you. Lying to you and filling your head with noise and allowing you to make bad decisions, that is not love. So, without further ado, let's play this, and then I'm going to give you my opinion on it. This self-engagement, which is the biggest load of horse shit I've ever heard.
I bought an engagement ring for myself. Okay, but you guys told me to. In the comments my last video, you guys kept talking about a ring. A lot of you were saying, "Girl, just go get one for yourself." So that's what I did. A ring at Bulgari that I just fell in love with. It felt like way too much to get for myself, but then the more I thought about it, I was like, I hope someday I actually get engaged. The person that you are engaged to the most in your entire lifetime is your damn self.
I mean, the most narcissistic, the most vapid, the most selfish. And you know what? I don't think this is a bit. I don't. I don't think she's playing it up or playing a character. Because if so, this is one of the longest roles she's ever played. She is a narcissistic, retarded bitch. And she has been for a very long time. This is a woman that you want to avoid being around and you want to avoid being like. Pokimane is not a role model or a woman for emulation. I would make a joke that she's a woman for immolation, but people would take it literally and say, "Oh, you're death threatening her." No, but you should burn away all of the feminist gobbledygook, all of the bullshit. Completely and totally obliterate that from your life. What she is saying here is poison. Sweet sounding poison. And if you want to go for a career and you want to put that first, you are going to end up as an empty egg carton like this woman. And by the way, she's getting older. Her looks are going to start to go. She's not going to be able to have kids. She's not going to be able to provide for her husband. And she's too much of an egotist to even give her husband kids because, as she says, everything is about her. Everything is about herself. This is the type of woman that you want to avoid at all costs. She is a massive, massive red flag. And not just because she's wearing a red dress, which, she is literally wearing a red flag. Women like this are the ones that fill other women's head. You don't need a man. You love yourself, woman. Love your curves. All of this bullshit that destroys women and leaves them miserable. Do not ever listen to a woman like this who goes on and buys herself an engagement ring. And the reason why nobody wants to put a ring on her finger, not really, nobody that she would love, admire, and respect, is because she's difficult. And that's, you're just insecure as a man. No, she is not somebody's piece. She is a selfish, delusional hag. And the truth is, and the truth shall set you free, that she embodies the cancerous, ruinous, rotten output of feminism and modernity and what it does to women. This woman has money, but nobody respects her. Nobody values what she has to say. She gets shit on all the time. She tries to do a white label cookie product and she gets called the Cookie Monster by me and other people. If you're a broke boy, just say so. By the way, we hate the rich. You're rich in money, but you're not rich in love and you're not rich in family. You're not rich in anything that actually matters. You're basically a brand as a human being. How fucking sad. How pathetic. And you coping this way? I mean, this is just disgraceful. You coping with this. Guys, you said to go get a ring, so I went and I bought a ring and I said, well, it's a little expensive, but who better to buy something for than me? Am I right? Oh gosh, somebody throw a pie. It's just, somebody throw a pie. It's unreal. It really is. When you sit down and you think about it, the behavior of these people, the conceit. They abandon tradition, and for what? To glaze themselves? To do a skit like this? Get the fuck out of here.
So why shouldn't I get this ring for my damn self? So, this is me proposing to myself. Damn! Look at the gorgeous diamonds. When the packaging is beautiful, the way that it contrasts. You know when jewelry is so pretty, you want to eat it? Is that just me? Like, it's so delectable. Will I be with me for the rest of my life? Well, yes, I've no choice, but yes. I'm gonna have the opportunity to gift my husband the sickest engagement ring for men that there ever was, and I cannot wait. You guys know how much I love gift giving, and just that idea makes me so happy.
It's never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. Because the type of guy that would have to settle for you, and by the way, you are a huge settlement because you are never going to be a man's piece. The type of guys that would marry you are not the type of guys that you would be interested in. They're not the type of guys that you would love, admire, and respect. They're not masculine men. They're men that basically are with you for your fame and for your money because they want your clout. But by the way, like your looks and like the eggs that are drying up like it's a fucking Denny's cooktop, all that stuff has a time limit. I don't say this to be mean. I say it because it's the truth. I don't say it to hurt Pokimane. I say it to try to help other women. Don't be like this. Don't act like this. You think that in 20, 30 years, when she still has no husband, she's got no kids, you think when she's still buying stuff for herself, crying herself to sleep, drinking comically large glasses of wine and having a bunch of cats, you think that she's really, in her private moments, going to be like this? Going to be like, ha, I made all the right choices? No, of course not. No, this is a cope. And it's one that women do because they don't want to admit that they made a mistake and they don't want to take accountability, even amongst themselves. So she'll put out this thing to own the haters. I'm going to own the haters by engaging myself. I mean, okay. I mean, this is embarrassing. And by the way, you're a vain cunt. You're somebody that, oh, I don't like drama, guys. By the way, you deleted that post, Pokimane. You deleted that post because you're a stupid whore. And you ran your mouth about trying to destroy somebody's life a couple weeks ago. And the guy moved on, and then you wanted to ruin his life because it was funny to you. No, you're going to die alone. And your family is most likely going to go on and have families of their own. And you're going to be that one example of the miserable, frigid wine aunt that everyone hates but has to put up with. That's your future. I'm looking into my crystal ball. No, that's just what it is. Doesn't require a crystal ball. Doesn't require clairvoyance. It just is looking at the patterns of behavior. You are going to be miserable and alone. And the type of guy that you may eventually marry, you maybe, is going to be a guy that you settle for because, let's just face it, the type of guys that you would think are on your level, as narcissistic as you are not going to be interested in you. They don't want you. You're stupid. You're an embarrassment. You're a whore. You bend over an awful lot for what, like 13, 14, 15-year-old kids in your Twitch stream? You're fucking pathetic. Cope as much as you want, but everyone sees through it. And, whether it's in 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, you're going to be crying yourself to sleep because you decided that the feminist route was more important. You decided that yourself was more important than a family. God, your parents must be ashamed of you. I know I would be. Anyway, that'll do it, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching. See you next time.